You guys say?
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. You see her walking down the boulevard. She got the posture of a superstar. She looks so fly in those Gucci slides. Yeah, yeah, I wonder what she hides under her disguise. Yeah, 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 yeah. And all the girls around the world, they wanna be her. And all the dudes are trying to score like it's fever. She lives a double life, puts on a show. What's under this subtle smile, we'll never know. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her.
What do we do about this? What do we do about this? I don't know. Say hello, chat. D'Angelo, would you like to say hello? Yes, hello guys. Happy Sunday. It is Sunday here in New Jersey. It's Sunday everywhere actually, so happy Sunday. Happy New Year, happy February, happy Black History Month, and all of that stuff. It is me, it is your girl, So Fashion Week TV, and the place to be. And I just decided that today was the day that I was going to pick up the camera and vlog. So there you go. Do me a favor and comment below, do you use your dishwasher? We've had a dishwasher forever. Since we moved in this house, we had a dishwasher. We didn't use the one that was here when we moved in. We purchased a new one and we just started using it this year. Pretty amazing, right? Pretty weird, right? Yeah, so let me know down below, do you use your dishwasher? And if you use it, what do you use it for? Do you actually use it to wash your dishes, or do you use it for storage and other things? So I figured I would take the time to just really think about what it is that I wanted to bring to the table in 2020, and then 1st of February, just do it. And that's what I'm doing. So I really don't have a plan of attack for 2020 as far as it relates to this channel. I'm just gonna come on here and just do what I do, and that's just be me. I am going to do a braces update because I've not done one in a while, just to get a quick snapshot of where I am. Here are the teeth. And so as you can see, things are moving. Like my whole facial structure to me looks different. When I talk, my mouth looks different. And so it's pretty exciting because I only got them on in May, and it's under a year and things have kind of completely transformed. And so that's pretty amazing. If I had known that it would work for me this fast, I probably would have, you know, gotten this done a long time ago. But hey, it is what it is. Your girl is getting her mouth fixed now. Let me introduce myself. My name is April, also known as So Fashion Week TV here on YouTube, and I had a vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery done as a revision to my lap band surgery. I had lap band years upon years ago, and I was very successful with that surgery. Lost a lot of weight. I maintained that weight, and then I gained it back, and I decided to go and get a revision. All of that I documented for the most part here on this channel, so if you want to go back, I will link a card right here so that you can follow my journey leading up to now. And right now I am over 3 years post-op. with my revision surgery. My starting weight was 215 pounds. And today, at over 3 years out, I am weighing in at 127.5. So yeah, my happy weight is 125. That is the weight I like to be at. The lowest weight that I've seen on the scale since having revision surgery was like 122 pounds. I didn't stay there very long, but I actually reached that weight after 2 years out, and so that was pretty amazing. At 1 year out, I was 127 pounds, which is pretty much where I am right now. But I do like to see the scale at or around 125 pounds. That is a comfortable weight for me, and I do not let the scale go over 129 pounds, or at least I try not to. And so I am a daily weigher. I get on the scale every single day because that is my accountability partner. That is how I gauge how I am going to eat throughout the week and also day by day. And so yes, in absence of having a lot of friends, I don't have a lot of outsiders in my life other than my loved ones. Each and every person that I hold close to me, near and dear to my heart, there are people that I consider to be more than friends, loved ones, my family. And so I don't have a lot of friends. So I don't have someone that I can go to or rely on to keep me accountable. And so I have to use the scale to do that. And yes, I get on the scale as much as I possibly can to see where I am. I don't food journal or anything like that. I can honestly tell you guys that I owe most of my accomplishment to myself and to my scale, because that's how I keep myself on the wagon. You know, I try not to fall off. I am not perfect, and I do eat things that I shouldn't eat from time to time, but for the most part, that scale keeps me on task. And the moment that I see those numbers going up, I have to think about the things that I've been putting in my body and make changes as appropriate so those numbers go back down. So right now, like I said, I'm sitting at 127.5, and it is my goal to get the scale to 125 and maintain it for the month of February. I want that to be my average low weight for the month of February. And so I thought it would be super excellent to come on the channel 1st of February and put my intentions out there and use the vlog channel as another accountability piece so that I can kind of show you guys what it is that I'm doing to stay on task for the month. I have a house guest right now, and that is my grandmother. So my grandmother, as you know guys, raised me, and you know, she's like a second mother to me. She took care of me. She helped me to be the person that I am today. And so right now she's with me, and you know, we're kind of working through that whole deal. She's 85 years old, and she is experiencing you know, the things that normally happen to individuals who are elderly. And so we don't have a diagnosis yet, and so I don't really want to like speak anything into existence, but you know, the normal things that that you might see happening with elderly people who are not mobile and out and about. They're kind of just like idle and sitting most of the time. And so I think that you know, for those elderly people who don't really keep things going after they retire, that you know, their mental capacity over time has a tendency to diminish because they're just sitting there in their own thoughts. And you know, I believe that that could be what is going on there. Like I said, I don't like to speak things over people or to put anything in the atmosphere that might come back and reveal itself as so when we don't know that it's so. Yeah, I don't, you know, I'm just doing my part as a part of the family, as a part of the village, to do what I can to support my grandmother through this process. And so she's here, and you know, it is a lot. And so for those of you out there that pray, say a prayer for me, because it is a lot. And you know, each and every day it's something new, and I'm learning you know, to deal with it as it comes. I'm learning to deal with it. But for those of you out there that pray, just say a prayer for my grandmother, that you know, that her mind stays stable, and that you know, she can get peace in her life. Because before I got married, I was in a place of, I felt like I had absolutely no peace in my life. Like, I was just not happy with where I was living. It was just I desired to be someplace where I could completely be at peace. And I can't really put my finger on it, but I just know that it had gotten to a point where I was just so uncomfortable in my own home. I just felt like I did not want to be there. And that's a weird place to be, like a place that you have to lay down and sleep, a place where you pay to just feel like you have no peace there. Once we came here, I felt that, you know, I had gotten that back. And let me tell you, peace is just, it's priceless. It's a priceless feeling. When you get that, you're not willing to relinquish that to anyone, even if it's someone as close to you as a grandmother, as a parent. And so, you know, bringing someone who does not have the peace that so many of us desire to have in your home, you really have to be constantly praying and anointing your home, because like I said, the peace that I had been praying for and desiring to have has been compromised since she's been here, because of what she's going through. And so it takes a lot of patience, it takes a lot of love, and it takes a lot of prayer to come out on the winning side of this. You know, even though, like, I was thinking in my mind that I can't possibly come back and, you know, do YouTube videos when I'm in this state, when my home is in this state. But, you know, I always have this as a memory. And then I'll also be able to share with other people my experience having to care for someone who cared for me all of my life. And you know, for so many people who think that they may not be able to do it, or they might not be able to make it through, you know, I just think that it's good to share it, because, you know, you don't talk about things, you don't really know how many other people may be going through the same thing. For so many of us, you know, I never in a million years thought that at 42 years old that I would be here. You know, I never thought that I would be here, but I am, and I am appreciative, grateful to God for allowing me to be in a position to be able to do that. Had I not been blessed with a home, and let's just say hypothetically that I was in the same situation that I was before I got married, I wouldn't have been able to accommodate this. And so God just has a way of working things out, and you don't even know why things are happening in the manner in which it's happening. And, you know, why was I blessed to be able to be in a home at this particular time in my life versus earlier or versus later. And so, you know, God has a time, has an appointed time for everything in your life. And so, you know, he allowed me to be in my home for a couple of years and to be able to enjoy the peace in my home before it got disrupted. And even though, you know, these things are happening, I'm still grateful to God for blessing me and allowing me to be in a position to be able to accommodate this right now. And so I'm barely accommodating it, because, you know, we live in a small home. My home is not big. And so right now my grandmother is in my living room. And so, you know, it's challenging, but your girl is working it out. She's working it out.